Hello everyone. I am right now in my house back in Mexico, and I'd like to tell you all the story of my fourth and very last season of tree planting. You know, tree planting is a very hard but very rewarding but horrible and frustrating but amazing journey. That's what it is. Every year for the past 4 years, I've gone through this insane journey where I learned so much about myself and I experienced so many things. And this last season was especially crazy. I was planting a lot of trees. I was doing very, very good. I was top 5 out of maybe 240 planters in the company. So I started to develop a lot of, power. A sense of power, a sense of pride, a sense of authority. The more trees you plant, the more money you make, the higher you go in the ranks, and the more intense everything becomes, right? I was pushing myself so hard because of this power. This power was feeding me to push myself as hard as I've ever pushed myself in my entire life. I had tendonitis in this part of my foot. It was creaking really bad. It was hurting so bad. But every day I would still plant, and I would get out there and make a lot of money, make $400 to $500 every day, killing it, just so much effort all the time. But then somewhere in the middle of the season, I started to get really thirsty. I had to drink 10 to 15 liters of water every day, otherwise my throat would be like so dry, desert dry. And then I started to pee so much, I would have to stop the car, it's called the Crummy, the vehicle in which we travel in. I would have to stop it for everybody so I could get out and pee. Every 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I would have to tell people to stop it. And then all of a sudden, I realized that I'd lost 20 pounds in like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. Something was not quite right. I was pushing myself way, way too hard. But it's amazing how hard you can push yourself and how it all works mentally, because you throw yourself in a very strange world when you're tree planting. Everybody's pushing each other to plant more trees, and mentally you're so strong. No matter what happens to you, you're gonna get up and you're gonna plant. So I talked to my parents and I decided to stop my season 7 planting days before it was over, because I was feeling so weak and so exhausted all the time. And I thought it was because of the hard work, but it wasn't. So I came back to Mexico and I got some blood tests done, and I had to be hospitalized because my glucose level was skyrocketing. It was at like 500, and the doctor diagnosed diabetes type 2. So basically now I have to be very, very careful with the way I eat and the way I exercise and things like that. And now that I'm back here in Mexico, I've learned that it really isn't so much about striving and pushing yourself all the time. For a very long period of time, I was thinking that was what life was about for me, being successful and pushing myself and, becoming this authoritative, powerful person, because I felt like I had a really high ego at the time. And now I feel that my life right now is about being humble and being peaceful and being relaxed and being in good company. And this is what success is to me right now. And I bought this hat, which is really sweet. And I'm taking this hat with me throughout my journey of diabetes. And yeah, that's the story.